Welcome to Pub Talk, the unofficial official craft beer podcast of Oklahoma, where we're all about the three B's, beer buddies, and bullshit. I'm Jeremy, and I'm joined as always by a fellow who isn't so mellow after drinking a whole afternoon trying to do a podcast on Zoom, Michael.
Hello, hello.
On today's show, we'll continue our third annual Tulsa Tussle beer tournament. This is part 2, just for the record. We're going to, hopefully a little more responsibly than we did on the first episode, go through another 10 beers to get to the quarterfinals. If you like what you hear today, head over to our website, pubtalkpodcast.com. Check out the back catalog. Subscribe so you never miss an episode. And follow us on social media at Pub Talk Podcast. All right, let's get started. It's not first round. I mean, I guess it is first round. First of several.
Yeah. Boy, that last one was a doozy.
So I guess first things first, if you haven't listened to the last episode 274, you should listen to that first, because I have no doubt at some point we will spoil the results of that episode and who's already advanced. This is the second part of the third annual Tulsa Tussle, just trying to be a little more responsible, not do this all at once, even though we weren't that responsible a few days ago when we recorded the first part.
Thought we were.
Thought we were until I was sick as fuck that night. And then when I started listening back, we're going to get to redo some of that.
Different results. I'm excited.
We might. I actually am very intrigued by that, because I do remember everything.
A little bit. My memory sucks anyway, though.
Well, I say I don't necessarily remember everything we said or any of that. I remember one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't black out or anything like that. But anyway, I guess it's only been a few days since we recorded the last one, so really not a whole lot has happened to talk about before we dive in. So let's dive into our first matchup, which is it's going to be Muskogee Brewing Company and Pearl Beach Brew Pub. Again, if you're not watching the video, you can't see the bracket, and you're just going to assume that this makes sense. But it does, damn it. Michael, you picked both of these up. You want to tell us about them?
Yeah, I'll talk about the Muskogee one. I might have you talk about the Pearl Beach, because honestly, I don't know what I picked up when I went in there.
Okay.
Jerry recommended that one, and you texted me it, and I was like, yeah, that's fine. Sounds good. Haven't tried it. Just took my first drink and was pleasantly surprised.
Then I need to pull that up.
Yeah. I don't know the name.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I was surprised from the drink. Didn't know what I was about to get. But going back to Muskogee, if you're not aware, we did do an episode with them not too long ago. One of the, was it the last one we did?
It's the last in-person spotlight one, yeah.
Was it? So that's a recent episode. I picked up their Katie Pale Ale. It is a 5.6% ABV. Says it is the most wanted ale this side of the tracks, with a bold, smooth finish and woodsy aroma. I like their cans. Pretty detailed.
Yeah.
Anything else on Untapped? No. It says Pale Ale American, 5.6 ABV. You can pick this shit up. If you listen to the episode, you know they're real proud of their distribution, so you can pick that stuff up all over the place.
Okay, so they're going up against a beer from Pearl Beach Brew Pub, which, if you caught it on the last episode, we did talk a little bit about Mitch from Rapture Brewing is doing the brewing of the Pearl Beach brews now. So he suggested that we do this one. So if it wins, I feel like that's unfair. But hey, there are no rules in the Tulsa Tussle except to drink beer. So it's a 5.8% ABV sour. So it's a passion fruit sour. I had a pint with Mitch a week or so ago at Pearl Beach. I enjoyed the fuck out of it. So curious to see what you think.
And if this one winds up making it far, that might be the one I'd be most surprised by.
I was hesitant to do a sour, but
Well, just found out from you recently that Mitch was, brewing the beer over there. And it's really fucking good. I'm normally not a big fan of passion fruit beer. While you were talking, I was trying to place that fruit, and it's really good. Sits on the tongue really good. Really easy to drink.
yeah.
The type of sour that I fucking like. I hate sours that are too puckering. Goddamn, that's good.
Yes.
Poor cheese. I'm picking Pearl Beach. I'm not even gonna fuck around with this one.
Yeah, I'm not either. There's nothing wrong with this Muskogee beer. It's a good, it's a pale ale. It's a good beer. But
yeah,
this fucking, oh, and I didn't say the name, Parcha, with
Archer, okay.
with question marks on each side of it. So I probably should have pronounced that with some sort of accent, and I didn't. Whatever. I'm white. Embrace it. Parcha.
Man.
Yeah, it's fucking good. I've said many times on the show, I really enjoy these sours that aren't butthole puckering, mouth puckering, whatever. Like they don't rip the enamel off your teeth. I really like the more mild sours. This one's probably in the middle.
Yeah,
it's not super mild, but it's not super strong. It's got a good flavor on it. It's got a good body on it. I'm digging the fuck out of it.
Yeah, went a little bit more, it'd be a little bit too sour, but it's right at that. It's good level.
Yeah. Yep. Hey,
yeah,
you just advanced the sour, sir.
A sour won the first fucking tournament, right?
Yeah, that's true. That was barely sour.
Like I like them, damn it.
Fair enough. All right, on to the next one. So this one's between Erie Abbey Ales, which they've been a recent guest. Tulsa's newest brewery, anyway, downtown Tulsa near 5th and Main. So this beer is called the Erie Abbey beer is called the Confessional. Yep, it's a 5.3% wit beer, and the description here on Untapped is it's a lightly spiced wit beer, straight and to the point. So it's going up against from Neff Brewing, Sunny Bee. It's a fruited kettle sour ale. Let's see here. It's fruited with tangerines, dry hopped. Yeah, so it's a crisp, citrusy session sour that pairs perfectly with brunch. It's 3:00 in the afternoon, so I wouldn't know. But
It's brunch somewhere or something. I don't know. Like their can art too. I like that they have this like to go shit like this 16-ounce can. That's pretty cool.
yeah, it's pretty fucking solid. It's I could see drinking that with brunch, like it's a mimosa or something. And I say it like that because gluten-free beer has a stigma. So
it does, and I don't. Yeah, this is it's really fucking good. We just talked about how sours when they're not too sour, and you said barely sour, whatever you said about the one that won the first year. This is on the lower end of the sour. Very, very little pucker. Good flavor.
there's something about that Confessional, though. Yeah, it's got just enough. Like it's got enough spices, I guess, is the description. So it's got enough spices to give it some flavor and everything. But it's a crusher. It's a fucking. I could and would drink a bunch of these on a hot day, sitting on a patio somewhere.
I think this is awesome. We got a brewery that specializes in Belgian stuff.
Yeah,
it's big fan.
Yeah,
I really dig this fucking beer.
Wait, one
style, the Belgian shit.
Yeah.
The Confessional.
Yes.
I don't want to drink all these fucking beers at the beginning of the tournament, but I want to drink both these all the way. Dilemma, Kelly Rowland. Wait, is that the song? Yeah. I'm picking the Confessional for sure.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's nothing against the sniff beer. It's really good. I've got to go the same way though. I've got to go with the Confessional from Mary Abbey. Yeah, I wish there was a way for me to drink both of these right now and not be drunk for the next matchup.
Right, damn it.
But we learned that a few days ago that that's not possible. All right. Well, with that last round, we're officially into the 16. So our next matchup is Dead Armadillo going up against Broken Arrow Brewing. Michael, you picked both these up. Tell us about them.
So I will start with Dead Armadillos. It is their Wild Brew Blackberry Hazy IPA. Another sad part of this year, Wild Brew being canceled. That was just popped up in the memories sometime recently.
Last couple days.
Of one of the festivals. Always an awesome festival. Sporting birds and stuff. Always awesome. I've not drank it yet. It is a 6.5% New England IPA. Let's see. 2020 Wild Brew collaboration. New England IPA aged on blackberry puree. And the fruited IPA helps support the Sutton Avian Research Center. So you're drinking for a good cause, which is always awesome. And it looks awesome. I like the color.
Yeah, color's cool.
Going up against Broken Arrow Brewing, another recent-ish guest of the show. We have another beer. It's crazy. 5.5% ABV. Belgian-style wheat beer brewed with coriander and orange peel. So very similar. I wonder if it tastes similar.
It does.
A little bit. Oh, it would have been a perfect opportunity to use that fucking glass.
I didn't know when I was gonna, use it, so I figured, what the fuck. This is from the Broken Arrow's second anniversary a couple months ago.
Tempted. I'm looking at the glass right over there, but I'm not going to do it. It tastes good out of this other one.
There you go.
So, wheat beer versus like the two very popular beers for this tournament versus a hazy IPA.
I like both of these, but I don't know. Maybe it's because I mowed the lawn this morning, but the wheat beer's really hitting me right. Yeah, I'll just throw it out there. I think I'm casting my vote for the Broken Arrows DeWitt Shroot.
I got to go the other way.
Really?
We're the other one quite a bit more, actually. I like the fruit on it. It's had a lot of hazies in this tournament, but not a lot of fruited ones. Digging it. Plus, you're supporting birds. I guess you just don't like birds. Is that what it is?
I actually don't like birds.
You asshole.
I've been shit on one too many times. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not scared of them like some people are, but I'm not a big fan of birds. So that doesn't play into why I voted for Broken Arrow, but
another reason I'm going to lean that way, I just had another Belgian beer last round, and I think I like that one better than this one. And that's another reason I'm skewing more towards the wild, whatever it's called. I already forgot. Blackberry Hazy IPA. How do we do this?
Oh, I'll probably just change my mind. Let me keep drinking.
All sorts of shit floating in that too. It's kind of cool. The puree, I guess.
Mm.
Maybe you can change my mind. Why do you just like it? Because it's more of a.
I'm just crushing it quicker, honestly. Which I think is, like I said, I think it's just going. I'm still fucking hot from mowing the lawn.
What if I can get that?
Um, mm. You know what? For the sake of the birds, for the sake of our canceled wild brew, I'll get on board so that we can move on. So we can move that Armadillo on. Nothing else broken arrow. Obviously, this beer's delicious.
Sure. Love the name. Love the beer.
Jared, Joe, Austin over Broken Arrow. Sorry, love you guys.
It is tasty.
So yeah, our next one, our next matchup will be Heirloom going up against Welltown. But yeah, we're back, and we've got a pretty interesting matchup here for a variety of reasons, not the least of which is navigating this conversation. So we've got Heirloom going up against Welltown. I'm beating around the bush. Welltown doesn't necessarily have the best reputation in town for making the best beer in town. However, Wellwater's been getting some good buzz in the craft beer community, honestly, and I've had their cherry limeade flavor. It was very good. So decided to enter a seltzer rather than one of their beers. It's 5% alcohol by volume. This is the raspberry flavor. It looks like pink lemonade. So, and it's going up against a beer from Heirloom called Undertow. Heirloom's known for their long descriptions, so I will read this. A mostly spelt grain bill, fermented for a tart finish with a generous helping of sea salt added. Dry hopped with a charismatic amount of fresh, not going to try to pronounce that. Well, I will. Hallertau Blanc for appropriate small umbrella accessories. We traded in our cars for jet skis. We made puka shell necklaces of coconut flakes. Our ankle bracelets transformed into pineapple rings. Jimmy Buffett was the only voice inside of our head. So yeah, it's a beach IPA. I think is the way it was labeled at the brewery. 5.6%. I when I read the description, immediately thought of Dogfish Head's Sequence Ale, which I fucking love. So if it's anywhere in that ballpark, I will be hard pressed to vote against it.
That fucking description sounds like an adventure, like a good ass time.
Yeah, all their shit does, doesn't it?
God damn. Like start picturing that and shit. Like, but I'm standing in my bedroom. It's none of that right now.
Right.
Color is kind of like the for Heirloom. It's like the Prairie Brew Pub, the darker color.
Yeah.
And it's a beach IPA, is what you said?
That was the style label on the menu at the brewery. Yeah, it's an IPA with sea salt. I mean, that's probably the easier way to say it, I guess, or the more descriptive way to say it. It's not as descriptive as that fucking paragraph, but you know what I'm getting at.
Gotcha.
God damn it. Well, this is easy for
That
me.
one's good. Wait. You're doing the same. So in trans.
I was only looking at the can.
Yeah.
So, well, before I give what I think or whatever, is this your first experience with Kraft Seltzer?
Yeah, my end you cut out. My first experience with what?
Kraft Seltzer.
I think so. You brought some. No, I haven't tried any of them until now. Is that right? No, yeah, because you brought me a can of Wilma Wild and I haven't tried it yet. Haven't tried this. It's got to be. It's
Okay.
got to. We didn't get one in Tufts, right? He just talked about it.
We talked about
Right?
it. It hadn't happened yet. Yeah.
Well, yeah,
No, we might have tried a sampler. I can't remember.
I think we did. I think we did, and it was fucking good.
But anyway, as far as the local stuff here to Oklahoma, it's your first one.
Yeah, it's a fucking far sight better than that one I had at Wild Brew. Was that I think last year or maybe a year last year? Joe took us over there. You got to fucking try this. I'm already fucking litty titties, so why not? And God, it was fucking gross. It was disgusting.
I think that was Truly, if I'm not mistaken.
It's truly disgusting.
Exactly.
That shit was nasty. Like it tasted like, I mean, it had like hardly any flavor, but it still tasted like dog shit. It was so gross. I don't get it.
And so this is, I mean, it's good.
Fuck, it's 1,000 times better than that.
Like I bought a 6-pack of this that I will drink the other 5 of at some point. It's good.
Kind of fuck with my mind a little bit though, because when I see a beer or something in my glass that looks like that, I think of a fruited sour or something.
Right.
When I go to drink it, and then it's just, I guess, flatter on the tongue. It's not
Flatter, a lot thinner. Yeah, different mouthfeel.
It fucked with me a second ago when I drank it. I kind of like jumped back. You probably saw it on the fucking video if you watched it. It wasn't because it tasted gross. It was just like, what the fuck? My mind was like, what did you just do to me?
Yeah.
What's going on?
I can see that.
It's good for what it is. It's got a good, like on the back end. What is it? It's raspberry. I'm gonna go back to the beer and see what I think.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I actually really like the well water. However, I like this Undertow quite a bit better. I like it a lot. It does bring a comparison to the Sequence Ale from Dogfish, and I'd have to drink them side by side to tell you which one I like better. This is fucking tasty, and it gets my vote.
I haven't had one of those in a minute. When did he come to fucking Hop Jam? How long ago was that? Sam Calgio.
I think it was 2 years. I think it was 2018.
That was around when that beer came out, right? Before that, the Sequence.
It was at least when it came out here. I have no idea if it's been around before that.
It's all that matters. It's our state. Fuck the rest of them. But I don't think I haven't had it recently at all. It's fucking good. This has happened, I think, 2 tournaments now for me with Heirloom. Being fucking surprised, not in a bad way. Just I don't go there that much. Get their beer at festivals. I love their stouts. What was I think it was a saison last year. I think the wild. What is that beer called again?
Wise Blood was one we had last year. I can't remember what style it was, but it was
good.
It almost fucked the whole thing up. I mean,
it did.
The whole thing up. I mean, it just almost won when we weren't expecting it to. But
yeah, but I mean, it's fucking good. I didn't know what to expect for one. I didn't know anything about it. It's just been sitting in my refrigerator. The name Undertow. I didn't look it up or anything until you started talking about it, and then you're reading the description. I was like, I remember reading that on fucking Facebook or something. But it really works with how the beer fucking tastes. It's fucking good. That's salty. It's not too fucking salty. I've never been a big fan of like salt in my beer or liquor and shit. It goes together really, really well.
Yeah, it does.
The whole beach IPA thing is confusing to me.
Well, I agree with you that like if I were to get a margarita or something, I'd ask for no salt. Mm-hmm. I've never been a big fan of that, but there's something about it in a well-made beer that just plays really well. That Sequence Ale from Dogfish Head, I picked that up when I'm at a grocery store looking for some beer, and they don't have anything local, but they've got that because it's a national brand at this point. I pick that up every time. And I pick it up sometimes otherwise too when I'm having a party or something. I mean, before Corona, having a party or something like that, and just need something I can drink several of.
Man,
and this Undertow is just right in that same vein. To me, and not having finished out this round, or this side of the bracket, if you will. The matchup I think could make it to the finals right now is Prairie Brew Pub and Heirloom.
Yeah, for sure. This is definitely one of my favorites that we've had so far. Probably my favorite. I'm not gonna lie. I'm interested to try the Prairie Brew Pub one again.
So sober.
Yeah, and see if it still holds up against some of the other ones that I. Anyway, that's another side of the tournament. This one's really good, and it would go up against. I could see it going to the end easily.
Yeah.
Fucking shocked with how good it is.
Yeah.
And not in a bad way. It's awesome. I like not knowing and then finding out that it's fucking awesome.
I love Heirloom's beers, man. I don't make it there as much as I want to, and that's stupid on my part because it's only another, I don't know, 10 blocks from the other breweries that I frequent all the time. But for whatever reason, because Marshall and Solera and Nothing's Left are like in a row down 6th Street.
It's definitely one of the breweries you hear people talk about quite a bit as being one of their favorites. People that are really into fucking craft beer and shit. You see it mentioned a lot.
Yeah.
Online and whatnot. But man, that's fucking good. Good fucking choice. The fucking seltzer had no chance.
Well,
it was good though.
Yeah, I was gonna say I enjoy the seltzer, and I think they just launched a new flavor today or yesterday that was it pina colada, pineapple? I don't know. They launched some new flavor recently in the last couple of days that I'll check it out.
That I had one from these guys.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's right.
That pineapple, the coconut one that it was good, but
yeah, I didn't enjoy the coconut flavor as much. Needed more pineapple for me. But
yeah, hey, fuck that water stuff. It's a nice change of pace.
Yeah,
you're out somewhere all fucking day, hot as fuck, and you wanted to get a nice little buzz on.
Drink some seltzers. Kraft.
Yeah.
We're back. Yeah, so our next matchup is pitting Erie Abbey's The Confessional, which advanced a little earlier in the episode. A wit beer. We already talked about it, so I won't retread that. But it's going up against Renaissance Brewing Company. El Jefe, a Mexican style lager. So this one is, let me find, 4.5% alcohol by volume. And the description on the can here is an ode from head brewer to El Jefe, the boss, Glenn Hall. Mexican-style lager that is highly crushable for those hot Oklahoma summer days when you need that special beer that celebrates the end of a hard work day. Even more highly enjoyable when basking in the sun of the Lake River with your friends. This one is for the man, the myth, the legend. So shout out to Glenn. Hey, it's been damn near 2 years since we did that episode.
We've been doing them that long.
Oh shit! Almost. I think the Eric one that was the first one's been 2.5, maybe close to 3. I don't know.
You get memories and shit about like early podcast shit from like 13 and 14. It's like fuck, man.
Oh yeah, we didn't even know what we were doing. Yeah. We still, but we fake it a little better now.
A little bit.
So the first thing I'm going to say is, well, let me take another drink before I say it. First of all, let me talk about why I picked El Jefe. So as far in terms of to-go beers at Renaissance, it was the only one of the canned offerings that I had not had yet. It felt unfair to put Black Gold in, given that it almost won 2 years ago.
Yeah, I can throw that in there.
And maybe one day we should revisit some of the ones that almost won and do a tournament of just those.
Tournament. You broke up on me. A tournament of what?
Maybe one day we should revisit some of those that almost want to do a tournament of all those. I don't know, but
like Hell's Kitchen tournament of runner ups.
Sure. But
I like it.
I didn't do Black Gold because I know that's my favorite Renaissance beer. It almost won. I didn't do Gamma Ray because it's a hoppy ass IPA and it would have had an unfair disadvantage. The wheat and the gold, I didn't feel like had a fighting chance just because of the nature of the type of beer they are. Not that they're not good beers, they're just they're kind of entry level for people that are trying the lighter fare as they convert, from the macro shit. So
that one that we got, the way he tried with Kelsey was pretty good too. That Bioladio, what is it? Bioladio.
Oh yeah, the Bioladio Rosa Goza. That shit was delicious. I didn't necessarily want to, I didn't want to do stuff we talked about on the show before.
No, that makes sense. Yeah, I just thought that was a really good one.
Yeah, so I went for El Jefe, which it's a Mexican style lager, but I don't know. I guess all of that is driving to. I like this beer. I will drink the entire 4-pack that I bought. This beer is not beating Erie Abbey.
No, it's so fucking good.
Yeah.
Look at it. Look at it.
And this is again where, broken record, I'm going to say this a million times on these 4 episodes of the Tulsa Tussle tournament. I love something from every single brewery in Tulsa, and Oklahoma for that matter. It's not commentary on somebody getting eliminated first round. It's not commentary on don't go drink the beer or their beer's not good. Go drink the beer. It's all good. That's all I'm trying to say.
Yeah, and have all that shit packaged ready to go or whatever at Renaissance. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah,
that's a good beer. Fucking hot, good beer to drink that's hot. Well, while it's hot, good stuff. We got a bunch that were good. But something about, the Erie Abbey one, I'll say it again, not a lot of Belgian beer around here until they opened up, and it's awesome. They're here. It tastes really good.
For sure. Agreed. So awesome. Erie Abbey's moving on. We're back.
I'm excited for this matchup.
I know. So I don't mind saying, and this is no offense to anybody else, but I would say that this is the matchup between my 2 closest brewer friends. I love the shit out of Travis and Mitch. And I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings. And I don't want anyone to kick me in the nuts the next time they see me.
And also, I got to say, that has nothing to do with who has won the tournaments, though.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. That's coincidence. I guess we should specify that.
There was only 8 breweries in the first 2 tournaments anyway, and Nothing's Left won the first one. Rapture won the second one.
And frankly, both of those friendships were formed after those tournaments, or at least solidified. We don't play favorites necessarily unless it's some sort of tiebreaker scenario. Anyway, all I'm trying to say is, fuck. But then again, whether it's UFC or WWE or whatever, sometimes the best fights are when it's friends. So.
Man,
talk about this Nothing's Left beer since you picked it up. Obviously, the Pearl Beach beer is the same one from earlier, the Parcha.
If you don't remember, rewind, go back, replay it.
If you don't remember, you're drinking more than we are.
Good job. I envy you. So actually picked this one up today from Nothing's Left. It is their Green Light. It is a double dry hopped Pale Ale with Apollo, Sabro, and Simcoe hops. Super fucking intriguing. When I was going, I was like, I have no idea what beer I'm going to pick up. I saw they posted very recently that Big Mood came back, which was it was finalist from fucking last year. Yep. Really good fucking beer. Had no clue what I was going to get. There was that hot beer I was telling you about before the show that I was like, I want to try that when I'm in there. And I found the name and I already forgot it again, but it's really fucking good. It's on tap right now. But the lady working the bar, she's like, you want to try Green Light? It's a new beer. Well, then that's what I'm going to take.
It's brand new in the last day. Yeah.
Made it fucking easy. So it is I already said what it is. Try it yet. I gotta try it.
You haven't tried it yet? Okay.
I kept drinking the Parcha. It's another one of those, that color, similar to the Prairie Brew Pub one. That's what I'm gonna refer to this color all the time, because it caught me so much, that first part of the tournament.
I get it. Yeah. Yeah, I've already got my decision, but I'm gonna drink for a minute.
Man, that hits in a certain type of way.
And I guess before any decision is divulged here, I want to reiterate, it's another scenario where I'm like, I fucking love both these beers, and I've got a crowler and a growler of this shit in the fridge, and whichever one is eliminated, I'm drinking every fucking drop of the, no drain pours here. But the thing that,
I don't know if we're gonna agree. I'm curious.
Ooh. I don't know. You should go first this time. I always jump out there.
I was pulling up more info on the one beer, because it
yeah. Well, all I was driving at is that this shit is all delicious, and my God, both these beers are. I wouldn't be mad if these beers were in the finals.
Right, the green light's awesome. I'm going first, I guess. The green light. When I drank that, the way it hit, and I'm not a fucking beer connoisseur, I don't know how to say the right terms, but the way it hit the back of my tongue, my throat, so goddamn refreshing. All in those 3 hops they recommended, or that they said were in beer, go really well together. That's really good. I am not a fan of low point pale ales. I'm not. I typically like IPAs, double IPAs. Pale ales are real hit and miss for me, and I know you love pale ales. I was shocked how much I like this one. And again, disclosure, not because of beer, they make bad beer. They make awesome beer. I just didn't know what to expect, because I've never had this beer before. It's really fucking good. The Parch is fucking awesome too. It was shocking as hell for me. It's a case of that happening in both instances.
Well, that's where I encourage people, if you haven't been to Pearl Beach in a long time or ever, get your ass over there and try some of this new beer that Mitch is doing. You said you expected us to disagree, but I'm 100% green light. I really enjoy Parcha, but as you just mentioned, pale ale is it's probably my second favorite style after stouts, and you just can't drink stouts like you can pale ales, So if you put a gun to my head and said I could only drink one style the rest of my life, it would probably be pale ale. So this being a pale ale, and this being it, I know it's not an IPA technically or whatever, but it reminds me of the DDH series from Tubbs, because they usually take 3 different hops and dry hop the shit out of it, double dry hop it. It's got a similar kind of body to it and stuff like that, and I'm sure that's not deliberate. It's their own thing, but I love everything about this fucking green light. Love the Parch too, just for the record. This green light, I was just talking about the Heirloom beer and how I was like, shit, I expect that to be in the finals. I don't know what's going to happen when it gets up against green light.
I can't fucking wait. Man, what it reminds me of is another beer we had, part 1. Go listen. That Solera beer was another pale ale. I can't remember, it was oat pale ale, I think.
Yeah, but
better. This is much, much better than that one. And I did enjoy that American Solera one. It was different than the double IPAs or whatever that I've had from them recently. But this is, goddamn, it's smooth. It's super good. It hits your mouth in all the right directions. All of it. Just feel it.
Yeah, this is one that, and I know he'll listen to this, and I'll probably text him anyway, but this is a beer that needs to be on all the time and nothing's left.
Yeah, I'm glad I went with this one. I'm glad she said it was a new beer, so I didn't just go with something that I knew, Yeah. And yeah, good shit.
Now here's the problem. We're gonna need more crowlers of this. I hope it's not limited.
Tomorrow.
Do what?
I'll go check tomorrow.
Okay.
Whatever time they open, pop in there. Yeah, that's really fucking good.
That's fucking tasty as shit. Man, I'm like you. I love Nothing's Left beer, but I'm kind of flabbergasted, a little bit, mouth hanging open at how good this beer is.
That's 5% pale ale is not me, and I know it's you, but it's just not me. I fucking dig that, and I like that it's 5% too. Good stuff.
So I guess that's the last beer mashup we're going to do today because sobriety. But let's run down the bracket real quick. So, what we're going to have on the next episode will be the quarterfinals and semifinals. So, in our previous episode, we advanced Rapture and Marshall are going to square off against each other in the quarterfinals, and High Gravity and the Prairie Brew Pub as well. And then earlier in this episode, you've heard us advance Erie Abbey and Heirloom are going to square off, and Dead Armadillo and Nothing's Left. And then, the winners of each of those matchups will move on to the semifinals. And then our last episode will be the actual finals to crown our 2020 Tulsa Tussle champion. So
now I can't wait. So next time we got what is that called? That's called something. It's like the Elite Eight. It's like the Elite Eight in college basketball.
Yeah.
You don't get sports right now?
Or the entire tournament the last 2 years.
Oh, that's crazy.
So yeah, I guess that's it for this week or this episode. I don't know how long we're gonna wait to publish this. We'll see. Yeah, come back for part 3. And Michael close this motherfucker down.
Well, that'll do it. That'll do it for this round of the Tulsa Tussle. Make sure you go listen to the first part if you haven't heard it yet. Try these beers. They're fucking awesome. If you like what you heard today, make sure you like and subscribe before you bounce out of here. Follow us on social media at Pub Talk Podcast. Check out the website for all you want to know about the show and more, pubtalkpodcast.com. And remember, folks, there's never anything too big or hard in life that you can't handle it over a few beers with your good friends. So until next time, just chill to the next episode. Bye.